Hey, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do my third conference recap. I have my timer, but I'm not going to set it yet because this is just really one point of out of everything, but I have kind of a story to go along with it, so I'm just going to do this one point and then we'll move on. But I'm going to set my alarm because I know I can get long-winded. So, starting. Okay, so during Denise Walsh's Black Diamond speech, I'm going to try to find. Well, I guess I did. I found it, but I'm going to try to find her story so you guys can know her background. So, anyway, she said, borrow the belief, borrow the confidence. Uh, sorry, I have a scratchy throat. So, when she first started, she didn't have the confidence and the belief in herself to do this business. And you know what? I mean, I didn't either. Before I started It Works, I had the worst confidence. There was no I had no confidence in myself. Um, I was the quietest person in my department, mind you. I was in like the sales department, so I'm this quiet little designer, and everyone else was like the most outgoing, extroverted engineers, which I know they're few and far between, but apparently they were all in my department. So I'm like the quiet little artist, and so I didn't have a lot of confidence to step out of that, and my self-esteem was non-existent. I didn't have any self-esteem. And so when I started, I sat down to have dinner with Alyssa to go over some stuff. I think it was like my second day, and second or third day, and she put the Ruby chart in front of me and said, okay, this is the Ruby chart, and if you complete this in your first 2 calendar months, you will get the $500 bonus. And I just was like, okay. She's like, no, you'll do it. Like, oh, okay. And then she said, I asked about taxes, and she said, they'll send you a tax form if you've made over $600 in a year. And I just kind of was like, okay, yeah, right. I'm not going to do that. Like, I joined for $300 a month because I was too scared to want more. I didn't think I could do more than that. So I was like, okay, I'll settle for 300. But the fact that I didn't even think I'd make $600 in a year shows that I didn't even think I could meet my lowball goal, you know? So she was like, oh, you'll do that. No problem. You'll make $600. And I was like, okay, if you say so. And sorry, you guys. I don't know why my throat's so scratchy. So anyway, I did not believe in myself. All that to say, I did not believe in myself when I first started this. But I took what we talked about. Okay, I can't find her ball. Where'd it go? There it is. I took what we talked about and her saying, you'll do it. And I ran with it. I mean, I ran with it, and I got to Ruby, and then I went to It Works U and was fired up and came back and signed up my sister, and we worked together to get her to Ruby, and she just went Ruby. I went Ruby in March, and she went Ruby in April in my 3rd month. And after that happened, Alyssa called me the next day, the 1st of May, and they had announced that they were extending the $10,000 bonus. All the bonuses were getting extended. And she was like, you need to go for Diamond. You have to go for it. And I thought, I have a Ruby leg. That's all I have. I have a Ruby leg and nothing else. And you want me to go for Diamond? Okay. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And she said, you can do it. I have no doubt you can do it. And she said, if you don't do it, you will regret it forever that you did not try to get that bonus. And I thought, she's right. I've proven to myself that I could go Ruby. I've built a Ruby under me. Why not? Like, why not try it? And so I had 31 days. I had 31 days to get to Diamond. And I worked my tail off. And I I worked my tail off, not because I truly believed that I could do it, because I didn't. What I did was I believed that Alyssa believed I could. I didn't think she was lying to me when she told me that I could do it and that she believed I could do it. I didn't think she was blowing smoke. So I took that belief and I borrowed it for myself. Like Denise said, borrow the belief, borrow the confidence. She knew she had confidence in me. She believed that I could do it. So I borrowed that and I faked it until I had it myself. People, I had a girl, there was a sideline sister, I don't remember who it was, but I remember mentioning that I was pushing for Diamond. And she's like, wait, you're going for Diamond this month? And she talked to me like I was crazy. And I was like, yeah. Like, I said it confidently, like, yeah, I'm going for it. And on the inside, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is crazy. And so, but then, I didn't make it that month. And this also tells you that it's okay. It's okay to set a goal and miss it. It happened to me that month when I tried to go Diamond. It happened to me when I tried to go Triple in November. I wasn't ready for Triple. That's a whole nother story that I will probably share with you. But in May, Diamond was stretching it. And I was so close. And I barely missed it. But I hit Emerald. I hit Emerald on the way. And you know what? I hit Emerald faster that way than I would have had Alyssa not pushed me to go Diamond. Had she not pushed me to go Diamond, then I would have still been sitting at Ruby. And I wouldn't have been pushing or talking to as many people as possible or enrolling customers like I was. I just wouldn't have done it. But I got to Emerald. And then I remember I was on vacation. Rookie mistake. Don't go on vacation at the end of the month because it'll probably be the month that you're trying to promote. So I was in Chicago. No, I was in Sheboygan with my best friend. And I got on. I saw Mark's. He usually releases a video on the first day of the month. And he extended the bonuses. And I just cried because I was so close to Diamond in my 5th month in the business because I had pushed so hard to get there the month before. And I knew that month, without a shadow of a doubt, and I had the complete confidence and belief in myself that I could hit Diamond that month because I showed what's possible in a month. I went from one Ruby leg to being Emerald in a month. I could go Diamond that month because I was so close. And it happened. I did it. And I'm not just, I know a lot of you know my story and I don't want to just keep telling my story over and over again, but I lived the borrowing the belief. I lived borrowing confidence. Borrow it until you have it yourself because it works. And you will be able to achieve more than you ever thought possible if you just borrow it from someone else. And I don't say this to sound cheesy, but I know that each and every one of you can do it. And you might, I was always the person that's like, okay, she's talking to like 100 people, so she's not talking about me. She's just like broad statement. But no, Alyssa talked about this tonight. And we had a meeting and she was talking about how she did it. She went presidential, so she knows that every single person on her team can go presidential. And I felt that about our team. If I can do it, someone who used to get panic attacks when someone at Hobby Lobby would ask me if I needed help, I had to run out of the store one time because I got a panic attack. I used to not be able to go shopping by myself because my anxiety was so bad. I used to not talk at all. I think back to 6th grade, I don't have a single memory of me having a conversation with someone because I was so quiet and so shy. I used to never use the phone, and now I talk to strangers on the phone who want this business because I want this business for them. I used to never go places alone and meet people. I do that all the time. This business can change you if you let it. And the fact that I can do this business now, coming from where I came from, I know you can do it. And I want you to borrow my belief in you and the confidence I have in you and your future in this company, and take it and run with it. And if you need to be filled up with more confidence, message me and I will tell you why you will be good at this. Every single one of us has our own strengths and our own weaknesses. And it's all about zeroing in on your strengths and just doing it over and over and over again. I'm good with the written word. Sorry. I'll finish my thought and then we're done. I'm good with the written word. So I post all the time. I post my story. I'm really good at telling stories while in the written word. So that's what I do. And I just do it over and over and over and over again. And that's it. I mean, if you're good at parties, if you're good at getting in front of people face to face, do that. Do what makes you feel empowered. Do you love to talk to people on the phone? Do you like to go meet strangers? Amy's never met a stranger. Goodness, she walked into the mall and just started blitzing everyone. And she's just going to keep doing that over and over and over again. And that's it. That's all I got. But borrow the belief and the confidence if you need it. I know it's hard to be confident when you first start this business. It's so different. You don't know the products. You don't know the business. But just borrow it and ask questions and prove to yourself that you can do it, because it'll come naturally. Now I know I can go ambassador, and I'm going to. But had you asked me that a year ago, I would have thought you were nuts. There's no way I can go ambassador. But I am. I'm going to go ambassador. And yeah, just borrow it. There's no good way to end this other than bye.